what do I want to become? When we have ample of time to think this as a child, we often surround us with endless possibilities, restlessly fantasizing of what we can do and become. Why do we do this? Quite possibly to over romanticize the notion of invincibility of our views. Even though we see a twisted perception of the world, we are still hopeful for the future. It seems as though we have infinite time. Something will come to us, and then it hits us. A choice we have to make, what we want to become. And thus we are presented with the concept of mortality. We try to counter it, fight it, choose the first prospect we see. It is hard to embrace our strengths and abilities. Our strengths try to persuade us, reel us in, but they can no longer go against the expectation of the masses. This will give you a hope of a better life, they argue, the comfort of invincibility. Blue Period is a story about a boy who tries to go against convention. At first he is reluctant to try it, disinclined on the idea, backing his decisions on the accounts of logic. He wants to relieve himself of his inner turmoil. He can go into any field, gets good grades, and understand the poor financial state of his family. I've been waiting to make a video on this anime which encases the interaction of Yaguchi with his peers, family, and all the trials and tribulations he has to face to become the part of his newfound field, art. He wants to become an artist. Now, having no prior knowledge about it, it is shown how he forms new resolve and determination for it. But it's not all about his determination. His studious nature to understand the themes of great art does show that he is not frivolous and do have the resolve. But what is astounding to see is his slowly progressing comprehension of himself. For the most part, his interaction and experiences are joyful, but anxiety and thoughts he has to fight to become more self-indulgent to show individualism in his art portray his struggle of embracing the field. It is depicted how his hard work and determination to get accepted into Tokyo University of Arts hinders his ability to have fun in his art, and yet another revelation he has to take pride in his art. This is eminent when we are slowly directed from him practicing the skill to make art to slowly having doubts and then to find himself. I consider the three main interactions as turning points or revelation in Yatura's development. The first interaction he has with Mori-senpai. In this, he finds a new way to express himself and gets passionate about his art, which eventually leads him to choose art for his studies. This signifies his resolve. The second important interaction is his confrontation with his mom about pursuing his passion. This signifies his relation with his mother, but moreover it shows the responsibility he will be bearing if he were to pursue his passion. And third is with Ryuji, in which although he is being there for Ryuji, but realizes about taking pride in one's work, even in the face of failure, and hence true self. Of course, my opinions are no substitute for watching the show yourself, so if you haven't already, try to. And while you're at it, consider subscribing. Thank you for listening.